Harvard. I'm the procurement officer for the College of Health Science and Veterinary Medicine. I am just 3 months old at this college, and I thought it was very important for me to try and to introduce myself, and to shed some light on how procurements are carried out. And for today, I chose the topic of the role of the user unit, user department in the procurement process. Why did I do that? So I chose that because all of us are candidates of being a user department, because in one way or another, we have different needs as we work. So I chose that topic to be the first one to deal with. But also I remember when I just arrived, I tried to send an email to all of you, trying to tell you how the procurement process is. And I believe you have taken time to read through that email. Mostly it was about the timelines, because I remember when I just come in my second month, I was served with a letter that I delayed procurement. So I tried to explain to people what it takes for us to acquire an item or a service. So, ladies and gentlemen, my presentation here covers all the different stakeholders in the procurement process. There's an accounting officer, there's a contracts committee, there's the PDU, the role of the evaluation team. But for today, we're going to focus on the role of the user department. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have people from public health here? They are there? Thank you. So today we are going to focus just on the role of the user department. A user department can be a person or a department that raises a procurement need in the procurement process. And as I earlier told you, that all of us are candidates of being a user department. That is why I chose to start with that. So my presentation here has other stakeholders in the procurement process. But now I'm going to address myself to the role of the user department. So the objective of this presentation at the end of it all is to appreciate the procurement and the disposal process, and also to understand the different roles that each stakeholder plays in the procurement process. As earlier explained, we have very many stakeholders, but we are going to limit ourselves to the role of the user department. That diagram there shows the different stakeholders that are in the procurement process. This chart was got from the PPDA. It gives the detail of what is supposed to be done by who, and also it gives the different activities that the different user departments are supposed to do in the procurement process. As you can see, it's a very big chart, but for today, we are going to limit ourselves to the user department. It may take us the whole day to try to go through this chart here, but I've chosen that we do only the user department aspect. So whatever discussion we are going to have today are backed by the law. So these are the different stakeholders that we have in the procurement process. I'm not going to go into the detail, but that is where my discussion is going to begin from. What are the roles, what is expected of each of us in the procurement process? I'm not audible now. What is expected of us in the procurement process? the different roles that we are supposed to play as user departments. As I earlier told you that the user department can be a person or a department. So what the first role is that user departments prepare work plans based on the budget. That every activity that we do in the college, we use budgets. So one of the key activities that the user department has to do is to prepare work plans based on the budget. I don't know how many of us do that. It's going to be an interactive thing. Do we do that? We do? No. Do we do that? I think we do. We don't do that. So we shall have some action points after this. That what are we going to do after this presentation? And the other role is that we prepare statements of requirement. Those are the specifications. When you're requesting for an item, it is your duty as a user department to exactly tell us what you want. For the 3 months that I've been at the college, people do not do this. What they do is that you just attach quotations. Am I right or wrong? So if you just attach a quotation, you have not actually described to us what you want. So one of your roles is that you need to prepare the statement of requirement, which is the specification. If you want a printer, which type of printer do you want? How many pages do you want that printer to print? Do you want back to back or not? So all those are the details that we want as a procurement person. So as a user department, it's your role to see that you prepare what? The specifications. The other role is about, it is you who initiates the need. And this need now, you initiate it using a Form 5. I think most of you are familiar with the Form 5. Before the amendments were made, it was Form 20. But now it's Form 5. So it is your responsibility as a user department to fill that Form 5, then you bring it, you take it to your head of department, then the accounting officer at the college signs it. So it is your role as a user department to initiate the Form 5. The other role is about contract supervision and management. After we have issued an LPO, or after we have issued a contract to the provider, it is the responsibility of the user department to do the supervision. And I think of late, if you can refer to the procurement activities that we have had, we are appointing what they call contract managers. So when a procurement is done, we shall ask one of the user department to be a contracts manager of that project. So that at the end of it all, you need to report back to us as the procurement unit, but actually what we contracted this person to do has been done. There's a form called Form 49. And we do that by appointing you in writing. And it's signed off by the principal, who is the accounting officer in this case. So it is one of the major roles that you have to supervise and manage the contracts on behalf of the entity. That what was contracted is delivered in terms of quality and also in terms of amount. Another important role is about, it is the user department who recommends variations. In case there are variations that are needed to be made to the different LPOs or contracts, it is you as a user to make that recommendation to the procurement unit that actually we need to vary the things that we are going to buy. So it is one of those key elements that you need to be aware of, that it is you as a user to vary any contract or an LPO, because you're the final user of that item that the entity is going to buy. The other one is about recommendation to terminate the contract. If the user feels that what he's receiving is not what he has requested for, or this type of service that is being offered is has not been, it have not followed the terms of reference, it is the responsibility of the user department to recommend to the accounting officer that actually we need to terminate this contract. If you receive things that are not of quality or are less in amount of what you requested for, you recommend to the accounting officer for us to terminate that contract. So you can see how important a user department is in the procurement process. All the things that you tend to buy, you determine a lot in that procurement process. In case there are any amendments that are to be made, again, it comes back to you as a user department to make and justify why you think we should make an amendment in that contract or in the LPO that you have issued out. So you have seen how crucial your role is in this procurement process. The other important role is about evaluation. I think for what has been happening, that every other procurement that is done, the user units form part of the evaluation process. Because it is you who has raised the need, so you know exactly what you want. So one of your important roles that you have is actually to participate in the procurement, in the evaluation process. It's at this evaluation process that we are able to determine what we want, if what we asked for has been provided, and also make recommendations to the contracts committee that actually, among all the people who submitted their bids, it is supplier X that has done what? Fulfilled the requirements that we needed as what? User department. So that is a very critical area, and most of the things that are determined of any contract are done by the evaluation team. The other role is about appraisal providers. I don't know as a college if you've been appraising providers. Question. Do you appraise providers? Now, do you get instances where providers actually deliver things that actually you don't want? Yes. So what happens after that? You tell them to what? If after taking them back, they give you what you want. After giving you what you want, you sign. But also it is important for you to document that actually this person did what? Didn't give us the right thing the first time. No, it is your role to appraise these providers. If a provider has given you something that actually is of bad quality, he has delayed to bring the procurement, the supply, you need to document something down. Because at the end of the day, we need to appraise these providers. Why do we need to appraise providers? Why do we need to appraise providers? Also, it helps us that next time when we want things and we have appraised the provider, actually this one, whenever we give him orders, we have difficulty in him. So next time, we're not going to choose on this provider, we shall get somebody else. So it is your primary role as a user to do what? To appraise these providers on continuous. But we have to document. If we do not document, it doesn't help us. So from today onwards, please try to appraise your provider and give us feedback as a procurement unit. So that next time, we may not invite that provider. So those are your roles as user department. Most of the discussion we are going to have here are going to come from you, because I've received a lot of complaints that we delay procurement. We want to know why do we delay procurement. And this presentation, all my energies, I want to make sure that actually we have a coordinated way of doing things. I was sharing with one of the professors, he told me we had to return over $800,000 because of the procurement process. So the aim why I'm here mostly is to get feedback from you and also to forge a way forward. How are we going to speed up our procurement process? But also be mindful that actually we have a law that regulates us as procurement officers. So ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the roles of a user department. But also we have challenges that are related to user departments. I want you to listen carefully here. This is where we have most of the issues. One of the things is about planning. When you receive a grant as a project, do you take time to develop a procurement plan? How many of us have a procurement plan for the project we have? What is it in the first place? That's a good question. So a procurement plan, it's a detail that shows when we are going to do the procurement. And it also gives out the method of procurement that we are going to use. It spells out the time frame in which you're going to have items. So, but now what we've been having is that whenever you feel like I need this item, that's when I put in the requisition. Am I right? Are we together? So we need to develop a culture of preparing procurement plans. And now it's also by law that for every procurement that you do, you need to have it has to be on your procurement plan. So I don't know how we are going to enforce this, but it's very necessary for us to develop procurement plans. Why do we develop these procurement plans? We want to avoid what we call emergency procurement. Some of our colleagues here, by the time they raise the Form 5, they have already got the item. They have already held a meeting in a hotel. Am I right or not? Those are some of the experiences I want to share with you. One, you have already got the item, that's when you raise your requisition. A function has already taken place, that's when you want us to do. So, first things come last. Am I sharing, right? Is that true? Okay, now, those are the questions that we are going to discuss after my presentation. The other stuff is about unclear specifications. Some of our colleagues actually do not know what you want. Maybe that is why you first go and get quotations and then you do it. Alright? No, but we have technical people. Like when I want a laptop, we have Pardon? We have our IT. We go that, you know, this is what I want. You should be able to describe for you. You may not know it. You don't need to know the price. You need to have the price from your budget. Don't you do budgets? So you get the price from the budget. And what you have on the Form 5 is an estimate. It's not actual. Do you agree with me? It's just an estimate that is on the budget, it's on the Form 5. So it's not a must that actually what is on the Form 5 is what you receive from the provider. What we have on the Form 5 is just an estimate. Try to guide us. Okay? So we have technical people who should be able to tell us the different specifications that we want for different items. So please utilize those specialists that we have. And after this presentation, I want us to have action points. How we are going to move forward. The other issue is about inadequate. You don't give us enough. You don't describe to us in detail what you exactly want. And they become incomplete. I think we have been experiencing in some other departments, we're not going to mention them here, but when you want something, please describe the detail of the item that you want. It will become very easy for us. When you go to the market, we shall be able to get what we want. Unrealistic budget estimates. At the time when you're making your budget, do you try to make a market survey of the things that you want to buy? Or you depend on your previous on the previous year budget? You do a market survey? You do. Now how come that in some cases, when we invite bids, and actually what you have reported is a big discrepancy? I had inflation. What else? Dollar rates? Yeah. So what are you trying to do here? We are saying that for the budget estimates that we do, we need to consult the market, the current market, and see what is there, other than just depending on the previous budgets that we have made. Also, the other challenge that we are facing is solicitation of invoices without delegated authority. What has been happening, and I think what is still happening, that as users, we go out and get invoices, performer invoices, for us to be able to proceed with the procurement. But that's not provided within the law. It is not your responsibility to solicit those quotations. It is the responsibility of the user department, of the procurement units. So as a user department, please desist from collecting performer invoices. Is that right? That is not your role. However, in instances where people have specialized equipment, or where you think that actually the list of providers that we have, we do not have any person who can give us that particular item, you'll need to come to the procurement unit and let us know. and we see how we forge a way forward to this. But it's not your role as the user department to collect pro forma invoices. It is the role of the procurement unit. You're doing this on our behalf. Okay? So the other challenge about user departments is about splitting procurements. Splitting procurements. You can receive 3 requisitions from one project requesting the same item or service. You may have things that you want to print, but you go ahead and split these items. And because now you have the leeway to collect invoices, you collect these invoices for the same item, and you get the same provider for all the 3 items. You get? So that one is not allowed. And at the end of it all, when we go into auditing, these are the things that come out. So ladies and gentlemen, let's avoid splitting. And when you split, you give us a lot of work as a procurement unit. If something wasn't split, we would have done it once. But now we're going to do it thrice. And you're doing that in order that you break them and they become micro-procurements. Because you want the process to do what? To move faster, which is wrong. You get? So ladies and gentlemen, we need to help each other so that we avoid such things. You may think that you are trying to shorten the procurement process. But at the end of it all, somebody will come and look at the file that we have done on and makes a recommendation which is not good. I don't know whether at the end of the day, when you receive a poor audit report, I don't know whether you feel proud to be part of this college. Will you? So ladies and gentlemen, let's try to avoid splitting procurement. I think the other one is what I'm trying to address right now. That most of us are not aware or are not even familiar with the different procurement and disposal regulations. And this is why I'm trying to put these energies together that we try to understand the environment in which we work in and what rules and regulations we should follow while executing these responsibilities. Are we together? Are we together? So, ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of my presentation. And as I told you earlier on, today my focus is on the user department. You can see what my conclusion says. So we should do what is expected of us as user department and leave the other roles for the other stakeholders to do. I think with that, ladies and gentlemen, I come to the end of my presentation.